All right, Starfinders. There's no recap for this week.
No, no
Don't.
recap at all.
Yeah, so you guys are traveling to a planet in the vast, which the vast is deep space. There's near space to the pack worlds, and then there's the vast. And when you travel throughout the vast, or actually anywhere, you travel in the drift, which is a new technology where it makes you travel at like a light speed, I would imagine. So interstellar travel would not take as long as having a regular engine, which you would never get anywhere. You'd live a whole lifetime and not get from one planet to another, probably. Well, you would, but there's a lot of further out planets. So you're traveling to Nakondis in the vast, and there is you guys are delivering a shipment of supplies, and you're delivering this shipment of supplies to a colony by the Abadar Corporation, and you're going to Madeline's Landing, and you're going to get paid 4,000 credits to deliver this. So right off the bat, you guys haven't even done anything yet. You guys are going to get 4,000 credits, which is nice. And you also have another agenda. You have a friend. All of you have a friend called, named Sedona, and she has worked with all of you in some capacity or another in the past. And depending on what theme you have, that's how you know Sedona. So not only are you guys going there to deliver these supplies, you're going to have a little bit of R&R on this supposedly nice jungle type of planet and its environment, and you get a little bit of R&R for a couple of days and visit Sedona. So as you guys are traveling, like I said, you guys all know each other in some way or another, and that's up to you guys and how you know one another, and I'm sure that will probably come out as the adventure progresses. So you guys are still in the drift. You're coming up on the planet, the colony world of Nakondis. So does anybody want to talk about anything before you guys pull out of the drift and you'll be here at Nakondis? So you have a little bit, so if you guys want to kind of talk about your characters or maybe have a conversation of what you would be talking about on the way to Nakondis, up to you guys.
Well, what we think about that, Kit, what do we know about Nakondis? Anything, or would you just know it's like a colony newly brought up?
And that's right. You're on your ship, the Outlaw Queen, too. I forgot to mention that, too. So you have your own Tier 1 ship, which you actually start the adventure with this ship, which is pretty cool. So Nakondis, you guys know that Nakondis is it's like a jungle type of forest planet. And as you're in the drift, you're able to, your science officer is able to go into the planetary database and pull up a little bit of information about the planet. And it's a planet, even though it is lush with jungle, forests, etc., there's a couple of very large mountain ranges on it, and the planet itself is draped in a year-long perpetual fog. So it doesn't seem too appetizing once you've pulled the you thought you were going to probably get some sun, lounge out in the sun for a little bit, but yeah, it's draped in perpetual fog, and all the database says that you really can't see any kind of physical structures or sediment while you're in space, as you would be in the space station over planet Earth, and you could see the different oceans and stuff. Now this place is pretty much draped in fog. So
Okay. So I'll just describe my character first, and I guess we could all go through with that, and then talk about anything I want to.
I will say this really quick before you get going. I'm sorry
Yep.
about that. Sorry about that. I keep wanting to call you Laddie, and I'm sorry. So yeah, whenever you guys are orbiting a planet, your science officer or anyone that has a good computer type of skill or engineering or anything like that, you can always try to you'll have scanners on your ship. When you look at your character sheet, well, your Starship sheet, you'll notice that you have all different types of scanners and stuff like that. So your ship actually has a science lab on it too, and 3 cargo holds. So yeah, you can use your scanners, your sensors. You guys got the budget medium range sensors, so you'll be able to find out information about the planet too. So I just kind of wanted to give you that before you started. So sorry about that.
Okay.
Continue on.
No problem. No, that's good to know. We'll have to handle that in just a second. So my character is a Strix. He's a humanoid with wings coming out of his back. He has white hair, kind of short with a bit of a beard, and he's the captain of the good old Outlaw Queen, known affectionately as Brunhilde, of course. And
in your mind, anyways.
in Cash's mind. So his name's Castrano, goes by Cash though, for sure. And so that's me. I'll pass it on.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what the Strix looks like. Yeah, I'm giving you guys images as you are talking as well.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I think that's in the Pact World. Is it in the Pact Worlds? Yeah.
Yeah, Pact Worlds.
That's a great thing about Starfinder. There's like 50 playable races already. Well, not really 50. Probably I'd say about 40. All right. Sorry.
I'll go next. Oh, sorry.
No, go for it.
Oh, sorry. Were you going to say something, Dave?
No, I was waiting for you.
Oh, I thought you said sorry to interrupt, like you were going to say.
Yeah, sorry. No, sorry I interrupted you, yeah.
Oh, no problem. Okay, so I'm playing Lashunta, bounty hunter mechanic with a drone. He's missing his right arm, and it's replaced by a prosthetic or cybernetic one.
Whoa.
Actually, the whole upper torso of his body has burn marks on it and scars from an explosion.
Where wood chipper blew up on you?
Yeah, wood chipper.
Sorry. Sorry.
Something in his past. He was working on a ship, and there was explosions while they were being attacked, and his right antenna is severed. His right eye is either cybernetic or eye patched.
Jesus Christ.
Didn't know whether I had to pay for that, so I just left it blank for now. And he's got a replacement arm there, so he's back to normal
right now. You should just re-roll right now. You're like screwed right now. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So yeah. Let's see. I'm a bounty hunter, so I wasn't sure if you wanted me to create my own next bounty, or if that was something you wanted to do.
Yeah, we'll
but I was thinking. Yeah. All right. We'll talk about that. All right.
For sure. Yeah, maybe there's somebody that you're tracking down or something like that, and maybe that could be something that I'll just.
Yeah, I've got a couple ideas.
Yeah, cool. Well, just send me the ideas, and we'll and then I'll eventually surprise and inject it in there.
All right, cool.
That word "inject" just sounds so dirty. Sorry.
It is. That was kind of dirty, Dave. Cool. Come on, I have tender ears.
I know.
And I do have a pretty decent engineering and computers, so if you guys want, I can try and search the planet.
Yeah, my character is the engineer, so he'll probably do that. Thank you very much.
Wow.
He's very particular about the ship and the computer systems here. So he came with the ship, actually. So I'm not sure how it was purchased or how Cash became the captain. But Scotty's been on the ship basically since it's been built. He's basically part of it, and he's a spacefarer gnome. And he just wants to go that way, just wants to go out. He wants to explore, and
I love Scotty.
just having a casual conversation with the guy. He knows like somebody from everywhere, or at least he says he does. Like, or he knew someone who went there, or there's always a connection. He's always got an answer for that sort of thing for exploring. But yeah, he takes a particular care of his ship, and even though he doesn't own it, it's his. So just watch it when you're by the computer stations, because he doesn't want you screwing him up.
She just doesn't have the power, Captain. I'm just waiting for that line to come out.
Oh, that'll come out. That'll be there.
And what class are you playing, Scotty?
Oh, I'm sorry, a technomancer.
I was waiting for him to say.
So he's a
again.
gnome technomancer with the spacefarer theme.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
So I'll introduce myself. I am FU-73. I'm an android mechanic, exocortex, mercenary. I guess I'm going to be serving as the science officer on the ship. And about the only thing that I've really got built up is that me and the big guy here, the Vesk, have served together in a couple of campaigns off and on. And glad to be aboard.
F you. I wonder what was behind that.
I want to know what the 73 is for.
We all know what the FU means, but
yeah, I
His
caught
model
that.
number. There were 72 other ones before him.
this is a 73rd reroll, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know if you know, but androids, their souls never die. So this is the 73rd reincarnation of my soul into another body.
Nice.
So,
Yeah, I like that. Great
cool.
job on that. Yeah. He read the android's lore. I like that.
and just in case you hear me referring to it, my exocortex, my custom rig name is Yoma, Yo Mama.
Very nice.
Yo Mama.
F you, yo mama. So who's Troska?
Me.
Oh, there's Hornswoggle.
I
I
hope
am
he has
a
that voice too.
Vesk soldier. My theme is mercenary, and I have met the FU-73 before, and I am the gunner of the ship.
I like that. I can just imagine seeing this massive, like 8-foot tall Vesk, big burly, and then he has Johnny's voice. That's
Love
good. I love it. Yeah.
Love it.
So and who's last? Who hasn't gone yet?
Me. I'm Rio Star. I am a elf with an affinity for mysticism, and my main goal is basically to steal this ship and become the next captain. Space
Wow.
pirate. But you don't know that.
No.
This is, of course, me wanting to learn how to be part of a crew, how to run the ship, all the logistics, blah blah blah. But really, I'm going to take your ship.
Lofty goals.
Awesome.
Better watch
Love
out, Scotty.
Yeah, no, Scotty comes with the ship. It's not a problem.
Yeah, that's fine. I will come with the ship.
Like, I don't care who's captain. It's fine.
But yeah, part of my my mysticism, I am completely immune to the harmful environments of the outer space and vacuum, and I also have a flying speed of 20 feet while in space, and I also know the precise location when I look at the stars.
Wow.
Cool.
That'll be handy.
Very nice.
Yeah. So when you guys get lost, and you probably will, I'll fix that. Don't worry.
I also have a Starstone compass, so that's similar.
Ooh. Who was the crazy guy on public access on channel it was channel 24 for me, but where Bob Ross and stuff would be. There was a crazy planet guy. I don't know if you guys remember, but he would just talk about space and the planets for like 5 minutes, and then that was it. I guess maybe they couldn't handle
Carl
it.
Sagan?
No, it wasn't Carl Sagan. No, this is some. I'll try to find out who it is, and maybe I'll pop an image up for you. Maybe you guys will remember him.
I probably won't know him.
This is way before your time there, Hornswoggle or Troska.
Hornswoggle, do you even know what television is?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you just did Netflix and stuff.
I do watch Netflix too.
Okay,
You
but you
might
get
not know
over the
about,
air TV too?
You might not know what
Free
public
TV?
access TV is.
Yeah, I ever heard of public access.
No.
Yeah, back in the Dark Ages, Hornswoggle.
But we all had 5 channels.
Troska. Yeah, we used to
VHF
have
and
these-
UFH. or
Yeah, we had
UHF.
these massive antennas that we would have to anchor onto the roof of our house, and then we'd have to get out there in the middle of the night and turn it a certain way to get a certain channel. I remember hearing my dad out there cussing. And then when cable came out, he got cable. But anyways, yeah, there was all kinds of channels. Well, not really all kinds. There was only a couple. And the channels used to go off air at about 11 o'clock. After Miami Vice is over, that was it. It would just play the national anthem and then go to static for the rest of the night. Back in the day.
Yeah, I remember when there was just 3 channels and PBS, man.
Yep. I loved PBS. So you guys have kind of talked a little bit about yourselves and some certain underlying agendas. That's going to be interesting. Not mentioning any names or Rio Star, but that'll be fun.
Yeah. So Cash shows up. Scotty.
Hi, Captain.
No, well, dude, we need to put a bell on you. Look,
Hi.
the planet down
bell.
there. I need to know what's going on with that. You got any information for me? Can you scan it? Something?
I'll talk to your science officer, Captain. I'm working on the engines.
Oh, yeah, I knew that. I go for it. Yo, F you.
And you actually, Scotty, you just pull the, you know that you're in the orbit of the planet Nakondis now. So you basically ripped the ship right out of the drift, and now you are basically hovering, within distance of the planet, viewable distance, and it is definitely draped in this fog.
Yeah, I'll divert power to the sensor array for FU.
Sure, and you're getting closer to and you guys are getting closer to the planet. So why don't you give me an engineering check really quick, Scotty?
Okay.
Our first check of the campaign. Let's see if it's going to be a doozy.
Oh, terrible.
Thank goodness you have a hell of a bonus. That's a great thing about Paizo games. You get good bonuses. So as you're doing a scan, not a scan, but you're just kind of surveying the area, you notice that a couple of blips start coming up on the radar with your engineering check. They're not large enough to be ships, not the size of yours, but it seems like they're smaller, something that would resemble maybe a drone or something like that. And there's 2 of them, and they are basically appearing one on each side of your ship. So there's one coming within range on the starboard side and on the port side.
So I'll bring it up on the main scanner. Captain, we've got visitors.
Visitors? F you. Can you see what they are? Scan them? Check it out? You do stuff like that, right? Yeah.
Yeah, if you're doing science, right?
Correct.
So yeah, give me a science check or a culture check, whatever's going to be better for you, because you guys are all kind of linked into the same computer, and you guys are giving information and pulling information from each other all the time. So let's see what your culture or
Did you say science?
Science.
Or culture?
Yeah, science or culture, whatever's better for you. I'll give you a choice.
So life science?
That's fine. Yeah. Yep. Wow, very nice. Wow, man, you needed a 20. I usually don't say that, but yeah, you needed a 20. So basically, you're pulling up the information, and you remember that some time ago there was the corporation, the Aslanti Star Empire. You know that they're a very aggressive, warlike type of people, humans. They have made droids like this before in the past, and you can tell with the different algorithms and stuff that you're getting back on report. Look at that $10 word, algorithms. So yeah, with the algorithms you're getting back, and you're doing your computations and stuff, you're able to know that these are Aslanti, basically war drones. And all of a sudden the computer systems are telling you that these things are going into attack mode as well. So your red alert goes up, everything happens, and you guys have 2 of these Aslanti star droids, Star Empire drones, on each side of your ship. So congratulations, everybody. We are going right into Starship combat, our very first combat, yeah.
Battle stations, everyone. Trash can, hit the guns. You too, Rio.
Was
Cade,
not prepared for that.
Cade, you got the helm?
I fly the damn thing.
Should I fire the guns at them?
That's right. So, Starship combat, everybody. I don't know, have you guys read anything about Starship combat yet, by chance?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't remember much of it.
That's okay. Neither do I, because I'm going to have my book open as we do this. So we have. I know that there are 3 phases of Starship combat. So the first phase, I believe, is called the Helm phase, and I'm right.
Engineering's first.
Is it engineering phase? Let's maybe
Helm
I should
second,
go ahead and,
gunnery's third.
Yeah, there we go.
Can I have the map again? I accidentally exited out.
Next time you close that out like that, young man, we're going to have your dad beat you with a wet noodle.
Thank you for the map again.
All right, so here we are, Starships. This is a great chapter, man. I've read it a couple times, but when you try to digest so much information, it's just kind of hard. Okay, so there's 3 weapons. There's 3 phases. So we are in the, let's see, first phase is the engineering phase. So, all right, the engineers on all ships each take an action to repair the ship's systems or give them a boost. You have your actions as well. And in fact, I had something built in my other Starfinder campaign that I'll build for you guys and have it ready next time. So you'll be able to see what your different actions are and stuff like that. But I do believe I believe that the tracker will keep track of that for you and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and go to the engineer. What would the engineer like to do during phase 1 with your actions?
Okay, just a minute. I'm looking at the actions I've got.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to divert here. So I'm going to divert auxiliary power into the shields.
Oh, very nice. So you're going to give them a boost, I see.
Yeah, and so that requires an engineering check.
Yeah, so you're going to need to do a DC is going to be 10 plus 2 times 1, which is going to be a 12, because your starship's tier is 1.
So I got a 21 there.
That'll be yeah. So you are successful in diverting the auxiliary power to the shields, and let's see. So it's going to increase the speed of the ship by 2 this round, And let's see. Science officers are going to receive a +2 bonus on your actions this round. So the science officer, you'll get +2. Okay. So you're sending it to the shields. So
yeah, I was going to send it to the shields.
yeah, I'm sorry. So if you send it to the shields, restore an amount of shield points equal to 5% of the PCU rating. So there's really nothing to repair. So
no, there's nothing to repair, and overpowering I can't because I don't have 6 ranks in engineering. So I guess I'm done.
well, you can divert it to, instead of diverting it to the shields, you don't need to repair the shields yet. You can give the science officer a +2 bonus. You can send it to the Starship's weapons.
Okay, let me send it to the weapons then. Sorry about that.
So if you send it to the Starship's weapons, treat each damage die that rolls a 1 this round as having rolled a 2 instead. So you'll do, instead of doing 1 damage, you'll do 2. So that's cool. All right.
Okay,
so,
and I gotta step away. I'm sorry, I got screaming kids.
just shake them really hard, Andrew. That's all you got to do.
Will do.
All right. All right. So engineering phase 1 is done. Let's go to phase 2, which is the helm phase, and this is where the pilot attempts the piloting check. So as you know, there's our ship has a movement of good. So piloting, you're automatically going to get a +1 to your check because of the frame of the ship that we have, the Explorer frame. Yeah, so you'll get an automatic +1, and you'll need to perform your piloting check. Is there any kind of special thing that you're doing?
Yeah, so since I'm a captain, I can go.
You can go anywhere you want. Yeah.
Round, and so I think I'm going to go before Cade does his piloting, and I will do an encourage for him to add to his piloting check so we can make sure we go move last. And I have to do a
request, Captain.
Either DC 10 piloting check or a diplomacy check, which would be a DC 16. And I am going to choose to do the diplomacy check. So it's a DC 15 plus ship's tier, so that would be DC 16 diplomacy check to encourage him.
And
so
if that
here we go.
works, he'll go from a +3 +1 bonus to a +3. So yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Pilot, you get an additional +2. Sorry.
Cade, keep him in front of us. We need to have that firing arc in the front so that Rio can hit him with the laser turret. Actually, it's not a turret, right? It's a gun, laser gun. The guns.
There's a cannon and there's a turret.
Yeah, there's a cannon turret.
We just want to hit him with the guns, so keep him in front of us. Got it?
Got it, Captain.
All right, so now we're to still in phase 2. We're going to piloting. So Cade, you're doing whoever's piloting. You'll do a piloting check and add +3 in the modifier box. And are you going to do? Are you going to do a fly, which moves the Starship up to your speed? And it'll also allow you to do any kind of maneuverability too. So, but if you do fly, there's no skill check. But if you do any kind of like maneuvers, you'll need to do a piloting check.
Is there a list of those on Fantasy Grounds here?
Page 324 in the core book is the pilot actions.
That, and also when you go to the crew tab, if you look at your character, there's a little box, and as long as you have the correct role, you open the box, it gives you a list of commands.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
I was totally playing with that, seeing what everyone's commands were.
Where's
And it also changes like commands, like if I change from forward to turret or port side and starboard, it does change the commands there too. Because apparently we don't have any weapons on the port or starboard.
Nope, it's just a turret.
Yeah, because you don't have enough. You don't have enough BP. I think the lasers are like 2 points. So I mean, if you wanted to put a laser on like starboard or port side, you could do that. But yeah.
So Dave, could you put Cade in the crew as the pilot because he's not on there?
He's not there.
The ship's flying itself.
It's autopilot.
All right.
All right. There we go.
Okay. So now, can you get into the ship and see that? Now, also in the pilot, in the helm phase, before people move, the piloting check is to see who has to move first, and then second, and then third.
Yeah,
And
there's
so
this
piloting
right. There's
check.
piloting check. The initial piloting check, and the lowest goes first. So
Right.
it's advantageous to roll higher. Well, actually, to roll lower.
Yeah.
So why don't
So
you
I
give
was-
us a piloting check with just a +1 because of the
Well, I gave him
piloting
a
bonus.
+2 from me.
Well, he's not going to get that before the round starts.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, 15. I'll do the piloting check for the drones. Yeah, and I totally forgot about the initiative. So thank you for reminding me on that. All right. So wow, nice bonus on this. Holy cow. 28.
Wow.
So yeah, they actually get to go last. So you move first. Well, yeah, you'll go first because it's cinematic at the end. So you'll go first. So we've got that determined already. So yeah, 28 versus your 15. So yep. So you'll get to go first, and now we're up to the piloting, where you got to make your +3 piloting check. So yeah, and you can click on the crew tab on the Starship sheet.
Yeah, I see me there now.
Yep. And you can click on the blue box there to the right of your name and pull up all the actions you can do, which is really nice. I totally forgot that was in
I'm
there.
not seeing anything when I click on it.
So when you click on the blue box, it doesn't pull up actions and minor actions.
No, but it has like a little chain link next to it.
No, the box over on the right hand side, past
After,
officer. On the right, after
Yeah,
officer.
test officer.
I do not have that.
So exit out of the ship and then pull it back up. Because I just did mine and it fixed it. I didn't have it either until I did that. So if you exit out of that box and then pull up the PC ships and
Yeah, you
Yep,
guys
I
want it?
see it now.
Okay, very good. All right, so
All
what
right.
kind of movement are you going to do? If you're just going to fly, it's just there's no check involved. But he did give you a +2 bonus, and you got the ship's bonus, so I don't know. And then it has all of your bonuses added in too. Well, you'll have to add the 3 in the modifier box. Well, actually, probably 2. Because the one from the frame is already added into the plus whatever.
So that'll be just done manually.
Yeah, the bonus from the captain. Yeah.
Okay, so I can't really tell which way I'm facing here.
You're facing north, basically.
Okay, so you want me to keep them in front of us. Maybe do a. Isn't there one where you basically like do a U-turn or like a flip over to face the opposite direction?
Yes.
yeah, there's a stunt. Let's see, flip and burn.
That might be the one.
Or you can do. Yeah, you can do flip and burn pretty much. That's going to be the one that's going to basically half speed and 180-degree turn at the end.
That might be the one we want, but what? You have any suggestions there, Captain?
Yeah, if you can get somewhere where they can both be in front of us, that would be ideal. But if nothing else, do some fancy stuff. Just fly the ship around.
Doing it then. Flip and burn. So move forward and then flip and burn.
All right, so
You'll
Starship
be
moves up.
facing. You'll be facing the ships. The rear of your ship should be facing the drones now. So because it flips at 180 degrees, not 360. So you'll
Right.
go
Right.
backwards, but yeah, exactly. All right, so all right. Oh, actually, you move forward. but you'll be keeping them in front of you because you flip the opposite way. So yeah, that's cool. So it'll get faster. You guys are watching. This is our first Starship combat. It'll definitely get faster.
How's that?
All right. So you rolled an 18. What was your DC again? A 17?
17, yeah.
All right. So you are able to do that. The ship's movement is what now?
12, I think.
So I think that halves the movement. So it'll be 6.
Alrighty.
So that would be there. And then you're facing this way now. And the
Beautiful.
2 drones are in front of you. So, all right. All right. So we are done with the... I think we're done with phase 2, which is the helm phase. So now we're going to the...
So my scan at the beginning was part of the science officer's check?
1 second. I'm looking at that right now. I thought science officer went 3 before.
It says it's in the helm phase.
All right, so yeah, last paragraph. Also during this phase, yeah, sorry about that. You know, I'm getting used to this again. So, science officer, you can go ahead and go now. Oh man.
All right, so FU-73 turns into captain and he says, so first of all, I speak Aslanti, and I am familiar with the Aslanteans and their culture. They're very warlike, and stop me at any time here, Game Master, if I'm wrong, but aren't we arriving in their system? Aren't we? Isn't this...
No, this is not their system, no. This is definitely not their system.
Ah, okay.
No, definitely not. But there's an Aslanti presence here, which is interesting to say the least.
So what, are you telling me, FU, that these are like cousins of yours or something?
No, they're just, I mean, I think, you know, my understanding is Aslantes were, you know, they're conquerors. They just roll through. I mean, they kick the Vest's ass for a while. I mean, they just dominate, but my understanding is we're getting near their territories and everything. So what I was going to suggest is if we could possibly communicate with them and see if they're actually hostile before we go blowing their ships up.
Well, yeah, because your ship's systems came on red alert. So yeah, they're firing on you guys. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what that meant. They're like targeting us, and
absolutely,
and they're very aggressive.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
right.
they got on each side of the ship, and the other thing is, yeah, you're not anywhere near their colony. You know, they have a throne world which is called New Thespera. It's also in the Vast, but you guys are nowhere close to that. But they have pretty much, you know, that they've conquered at least 12 other planets. Some planets they've conquered for mining and minerals and resources. Some they've basically taken over to, they're big into slavery as well. And you can read more about the Aslanti Star Empire on page 463 of the Starfinder Core Rulebook.
Good enough. I just wanted to make sure that, you know, we're not the aggressors and they're the aggressors.
No. Your ship's computers just automatically put you into red alert. So yeah.
All right, look,
they're definitely
man,
hostile on you. So
machine, whatever you are, we'll talk to them after they're dead. Scan them. Tell me something about them.
Okay, it looks like the only things I can do right now is balance the shields, but we have no damage to our shields, so the only other thing I can do is scan them and try and figure out some information about these ships. So that's what I will do. Do I get any bonuses on that other than what I already have, or anything from the captains?
No, I didn't motivate you.
He didn't motivate you, and there's no bonus to science officer checks, only to piloting. So this frame only gives bonuses to that. So you'll need to do a check with your science officer actions, and it looks like you get you get plus 11 for your scan.
Yep.
So you can actually, there's yeah, there's no information. We'll have to look that up into the. We'll have to look at that, and I'll have that. I'll have this built up for you. So it looks like.
So I believe I get another piece of information every 5 that I beat the DC by. Is that
yeah,
correct?
I'm looking at the right now for scan. So you're scanning a starship with your sensors to learn information about it. You have to have sensors. I believe the ship has sensors, right? I believe.
Yeah,
it does.
basic sensors.
All right. The DC for this check is 10 plus the tier of the starship being done. So you rolled a 28. That is definitely way above. So if you succeed at this check, you learn the first unknown piece of information on the following list. And then for every 5 by which you exceed the check, you learn another. And then there is a list of things there from basic information, defenses, weapons, load, and then any other pertinent information. So DC was 11. Let's see, you are 17 over that, so that's 3 more. So you'll get 11, 16, 21. Wow, basically I'm going to give you every bit of information about this Aslanti orbital drone. Okay, so it's it's not even a tier 1 drone. It's got a really good speed of 12. It's got AC of 15. Your TL is 15. It's got 20 hit points. It's got, let's see, a light laser cannon. It's got a Micron Light 50 PCU power core. It does not have drift engine capability. It has an auto-destruct system, a basic computer, basic short-range sensor, a MK2 armor, MK2 defenses, and it's got a little bit of a modifier bonus to computers piloting, and yeah, it's got a pretty decent gunnery and piloting check. So you pretty much know everything about it.
That's why I be the science officer.
Whoa!
Has no crew. Though it has an onboard computer that can perform most crew actions, the onboard computer can perform pilot and gunnery actions as if it had a crew of 2. When an Aslanti drone takes a critical, you know that when it takes a critical damage effect, it will lose hull points. So it'll just go right to hull instead of shield. So yeah, and then it'll auto-destruct. You know it'll auto-destruct when it reaches no more hull damage capability. So it will.
So there are no life forms on these ships?
No, but the computer acts as if it has 2.
Understood. Fire away.
Wow, you just told me everything I needed to know and a lot of stuff I didn't need to know. All right, shoot him.
Right. Well, he had a 28, and the DC was only a 10, pretty much. So, yeah, I just go ahead. So now we're in phase 3. This is should be the gunnery phase. So I guess Rio and Troska are both manning one of the guns.
Do you want to move the drones? Or are they just going to stay in their spots?
Well, I think I have to do. Let's see here. Starship combat was the only thing that I did not read on because I thought that I knew it well enough from before, and now that I realize I have pretty much forgotten everything about Starship combat.
It's pretty detailed, and if you don't play it over and over again,
well, the first time we did Starship combat in my first Starship game, and it went perfect. I mean, it just because I had read up on it a couple of times and stuff, but you know, I thought I was going to remember it, but I forgot about the initiative. Let's see, I forgot about doing the drones on each phase. So yeah, this is my first time playing Starfinder.
Oh, good.
Baby steps. Baby steps.
All right, so let's go back to. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the drones. The drone on the left. I'm going to go ahead and do the. Basically, it has piloting and gunning. So to get it caught up, I'm going to have to do a piloting check. So I'm not going to do any kind of fancy maneuvers. In fact, I think I might to try to maybe avoid some type of damage. Maybe I'll do a barrel roll. So let's see. I believe if I can move half of my speed and flip. Let's see. Shields and weapons function if they're in. Okay. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. I'll just go ahead and do a regular move. So let's see. If I'm not mistaken, you move depending on the ship. It's movement. Where is my? Oh my goodness! I'm so sorry.
No, it's no big deal.
Oh yeah, it is.
Well, I was looking on the ship, and I didn't the ship sheet, and I didn't see the movement on there.
This has perfect movement, so it has a turn rate of 0, so I can just move any way that I want to. 12, I don't have to move X amount and then 1 for turn or 2 for turn and stuff. So, yeah, this is pretty nice. I'm going to go ahead and move 12 spaces. In fact, I'm probably not even going to move 12 spaces. 3, 4, 5, 6. So, yeah, that one's going to move there. This one will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when you moved, and because you got to go first because you had the higher roll. Well, you want to roll. I believe you want the lower roll because you get to go first with the. No, you get to go last with the lower. No, you go first with the lower. It's the opposite of how we're used to. So you made your move. They countered your move. Everybody's had their checks. Now it's your phase 3 gunnery phase. So now you get to attack. So I guess it would be Rio. You're going to be a gunner. So let me take you out of there and put you back in as a gunner. Or maybe I can. Okay. There you go. You should show up as a gunner now.
These boys are fast.
Yeah. So you show up as a gunner now. All right. So there's both of you get to go. So Rio and Traska, you guys are both whatever gun you guys are manning. One of you is probably on the laser. One of you's on the turret. So, and I believe on your attacks. It looks like the light laser cannon is on the forward part of the ship. So it's not in the aft. So you're not in the, you have an aft in the forward arc. So if those drones didn't move, then you would have been able to get a shot. But seeing that these ships are not on the forward aft, they're on the starboard and the port aft. You can't attack with the laser cannon, but you can attack with
the turret.
The turret, because the turret can fire any direction. So whoever's on the turret is on the turret. So
I'm on the laser cannon.
Okay.
I can change to the turret. That's fine. Okay. And do I just target one of these ships and roll the attack to see if I hit?
Yeah, seeing that the combat tracker's not implemented yet, you would just do your gunnery check. You don't have any bonuses to gunnery or anything, so it would just be let's see, the gunnery check, whatever your bonuses are for that. Which it looks like...
I don't have that skill.
Oh, you don't have gunnery?
Yeah.
No, it's not a gunnery skill, it's an attack. Like with our regular attack bonuses.
Yeah, you add in your attack bonus and
base attack bonuses, or the gunner's ranks in the piloting skill, plus the gunner's dexterity modifier, plus bonuses from any computer systems on the ship, plus bonuses from any captain's motivating speeches, and then plus range penalty if there's any in there. Mm-hmm. So
okay, so if I do just a regular shoot, on the actions tab it says there's no bonus for that. But then my ranged attack does get a +2 bonus. My skill for piloting is +6. And what else?
So that'll be 8.
Also your dex mod, I think that's added into your regular. And then We don't have any of the rest of the bonuses, so that's going to be it.
Okay. So my dex mod is 2.
Yep. And then your piloting is what, 6? So you would have
Yeah.
8.
Okay. So just roll